know my life. You don't know Triss's life? It could be literally, okay?
Literal goddess, right here. Right, probably in the middle, I don't remember.
I don't know where I'm pointing, so I'm just gonna, you're all goddess.
Hi, Stream.
Hi, guys!
Stream.
We're just talking about how Triss is
We're just going through the ritual ass kissing towards the DM before you begin the campaign, you know? I think it's a standard for every...
Hi, I love you, don't murder me.
That's how I make all of my friends.
That's what was wrong with Calithra, is that she never said that.
Yeah.
True.
And now she's dead.
As a side note, hello everyone, we're here.
Hi, we said hi. Hi, Stream.
We're officially here. Welcome to this week's. I don't know what the squeaks.
Sorry. I'm gonna mute myself now. Go ahead.
Welcome to Misscliks D&D Prophecy here on the Misscliks channel. We are here every Wednesday. Try to be here at 6 Pacific. We're a little late this evening. We had to do some swapping of some character details. If you don't know why, spoiler alert, Tia is no longer a drow, but is now a more fabulous version of elf. She is now a high elf instead. So we had to go over some stuff for that. So sorry we're late, but we're here. I am Rob. I am at Ishtar Wins if you do the Twitter sphere internet type things the kids are doing nowadays. And I am a Lorian, the high elf arcane trickster rogue of the party. The first high elf, the best high elf of the party.
Wow, you're going there.
Oh, damn.
And
Holy.
And I feel like one or several of us may have some belief instinct changes this week. I think we'll probably go around to do that.
Yeah,
Jess,
definitely.
who are you and what are you doing here?
Hi, Misscliks fans. I'm Jess. I'm filled in on the internet. You know the drill. Filled in on Twitter. Follow me and such. I make art and I play games and I tweet about Star Wars and comics and stuff. And I am Alizarin Crimson, the Tiefling monk on Prophecy, who is really, really psyched that we just brought Avant back, but now we have to go do more stuff. And it's like, really? More stuff? Why can't we just, like, chill for a sec? But it'll be fine.
I mean, we took a couple days at the temple to, like...
It's true. We did hang out a little bit.
And then they ran out of food, so we had to leave.
I ate all food. Oops.
Tia, who are you? What are you doing?
I am Calithra, and I am confused, but, you know, all together in one spot. I was the narcissistic dark elf jerk of the party, but I have been brought back, and I'm now a high elf who is struggling with her abandonment issues with Loth while trying to appease a new goddess that she doesn't really understand. We're slowly transitioning from evil into question mark. It's a really interesting time for my character right now. Great.
I just want to say you said abandonment issues with Loth as if she walked away from you.
She didn't even try to stand up for me, though. I crossed all the goddamn surface lands. I go on all these quests from her. I get totally killed. And then she's about to start torturing me. I gave everything up for that woman. I love her.
Who do you think you're worshiping? You fucking failed. And she was like, well.
Yeah, and that's why when, you know, that door closed, another door opened with Avant. And I could either be tortured for an entire millennia or I could maybe sneak a few extra years on life and try and figure out how I can work around this.
I'm just saying, it was complicated.
Loth doesn't love me, and I'm not okay with that.
Calithra changed her status to it's complicated.
Complicated AF.
Yeah, it's my life.
And then, last but certainly not least, we have a returning guest star.
Hey.
Hi, I'm Blue Jay everywhere. And in this game, I'm Maribel Ellis-Raciana Rowan Garrick, or Step, a gnome sorcerer who really didn't like Calithra a lot. Who really didn't like Calithra. So we're going to see how that works out. I'm excited.
Yeah, Step, you would know, and we talked about this briefly in the Slack, but just want to update the channel. Atherton has landed in its old space, its old place, south of the plains of Grom, and you have been dispatched to just kind of keep aware and stay apprised of what's going on in the temple area. You saw Avant take flight, so you're like, yay, those knuckleheads did it against all odds.
Somehow they figured it out.
Yeah, somehow they got it done. And now you are turning your attention, much like the rest of the party and the rest of this campaign, to this festering bug problem all in the human territories. That needs to be contained before it takes over everything. There's also like this whole like cult of Pazar thing that got started, but we could deal with that at another time. It's totally fine. Nobody needs to worry about that. They're all the way in the desert. It's
I mean, honestly, it sounds like this world just needs to burn down and start over.
I mean, that's the curiosity, thanks.
Don't get me started on that chick. I can still hate her. It's totally cool to hate her.
Oh yeah.
Everybody hates curiosity.
I mean,
so,
I was thinking today that like we still all do we. I'm assuming we also still at some point have to deal with what's her face, Nazara.
Nazara?
Like she's
Oh, yeah,
also
Nazara's
still out
still
there.
Zara,
yeah.
Curiosity, lady, what's her face, your boo.
Ugh. Betrayal.
I definitely didn't promise a Fire Lord the favor of a goddess that I can't deliver on.
Oh shit! I just watched the episode. Yeah.
Yeah, Nazara's out there, Curiosity, Nazara, lady, what's her face. Apparently the dwarves got some kind of issues going on all the way on the other side of the map. There's still problems in the world, but you've averted at least the most obvious apocalypse. So, welcome to Chapter 3. Chat and viewers and YouTube and players and everyone. If you look at Roll20, you'll notice that the map has had some slight updates.
Oh snap!
Got some new business.
Not scary business at all.
Oh no, yeah, not everything is fine.
I see
Okay.
like a red skull and crossbones.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's
Oh,
brilliant.
the
Sounds
cities.
fine.
The cities are
What's the
literally all
heaviest sign
gone.
on it?
Okay.
Yeah, there are a bunch of cities that are just like destroyed.
People
Okay.
don't actually
that's-
hang up wreaths for Christmas. It's skull and crossbones. It's super.
Yeah, that's
fun.
holiday.
It's festive.
Yeah,
What's that black triangle up by the North Sea?
that has literally always been there.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's been there.
I don't think I've ever looked that far before.
That has literally always been. We just never saw it.
We'll get to that. Fear not.
Oh god.
I fear. Oh,
Wait,
well,
what
look at all
is-
these little bug things that are everywhere.
Yeah. What are
Oh,
those
look at
little
that.
black
Look at
things?
that. That's great.
Yeah, some things have happened. Some things have happened and are now reflected on our map. Things are no longer frozen and cold, but now you've got some other issues that should maybe be dealt with. So chapter 3, episode 1. So you guys just resurrected Avant. Calithra just got resurrected. And you are on your way to Portsmouth, and you fought some spiders, which Calithra was very confused and conflicted about.
I'm just kind of still standing after having launched that fireball and kind of like blankly looking.
Yeah, also you're like a turbo laser cannon cleric all of a sudden. So that's
Yeah. that's
Actually
cool.
good at stuff? What?
That
Wait.
That doesn't sound like
Just
Calithra.
because you turn from the darkness suddenly means that, things start going your way, your rolls get better, like people like you more. I don't know.
Did,
fair.
did,
So let's talk briefly about updated beliefs and instincts,
Oh.
because we had some substantial changes in the circumstances, starting with our best friend Aloria.
First elf, true elf, instinct is still to do what needs to be done to save the world and avenge my family. I guess I could take the save the world. Well, I'm still saving the world. There's still some issues. So I'll keep that. But my belief has definitely done a 180 at this point. It's no longer to not trust the motives of my drow companion because I no longer have a drow companion.
Thanks.
So my belief is, quote unquote, Calithra could now be useful to me. I should help her when I'm able to.
Wow.
Curious.
Curious.
OTP.
True.
What?
We've been on that since
What's up?
episode 1, let's be real. Alizarin.
So instinct is the same. If there's
D.
food, if there's
Okay.
food, eat it. I'm a pretty simple woman. Belief. Maybe you don't need to rush back into battle. I think we deserve to, experience the finer things in life for a little while and take our time and maybe not, be the first to be on call for every little issue. And also those bugs really freaked me out. So I'm a little afraid of them. And I would rather not approach them if I have to.
That's true, you did get stung in the back. That was nasty.
Alizarin is trying to use up some of those saved vacation days.
I really am.
Alizarin is like, let me tell you what I'm not gonna do.
We did a really good job, We did the thing. Let's take some time off. That's all I'm saying.
Fair enough. Calithra.
I
Call
think
you Callie now?
I think so. I think it really
I
like
think you might be a Callie.
Callie.
She's a Callie girl now.
Oh my god.
My
it's
God,
so,
Callie.
it's so painful because she was supposed to be this dark, brooding, like salt lord, and now she's all about butterflies and flowers and shit. So her instinct, I think, at this point is natural that she's deathly afraid of spiders and will have adverse reactions when near them because she used to believe that spiders were direct ways to communicate with Loth. So whenever she sees a spider, she's going to believe that Loth is watching her and is likely trying to kill her for abandoning her, even though she abandoned me. But we can talk semantics another time. My belief is that I have no idea who I am anymore. I've been brought back from literally the clutches of what was my goddess by someone whom I didn't even really like that much. I was just kind of offered a way out, and now I'm supposed to be this, I guess, justice warrior for this lady of light. And I like it, but I don't know that yet, I guess. No idea who I am. I have no idea what, and that's not hard to roleplay because I have no idea what to do with my fucking character right now. So, everything that you're seeing is not pre-planned. I have no idea what, don't even try to think that you can see where the end of this campaign is going, because Tris Ray will just take it and go, no.
Like, oh, really?
Well, really? You think that's going to happen? Switch. Anyway,
And then
so that's me.
Step.
Step. Step's instinct is to protect the privacy of her gnome brethren at all costs, which is different now that Atherton is slanted.
Yeah.
Because we're out in the world and the goddess has been resurrected and there's still a lot of things to do to fix everything. But I think that now she's probably more about being proactive instead of defensive, maybe. Being like, yo guys, we were here all along fixing all of your problems, you should love us. Maybe, potentially. And then her belief is through study, hard work, and research, I can solve all the world's problems. So she's pretty full of herself.
Yeah, I feel like you're like, okay, so can we get some accolades and recognition though? 'Cause
Yeah,
the gnomes
yeah,
have been
that's
holding
totally how it is. Because she's like, well, we had a floating city and we probably fixed everything, probably. These heroes, I don't know, they went places, but we're probably the reason why everything's fine now. Who cares about these people? It was definitely the gnomes that did this. But I'm only here.
I'm gonna need all y'all to stop blocking my shine.
Yeah.
I did this.
That seems like a very Step thing. She's like, yeah, this was all me. And I wasn't even there, but I did that. Yeah.
I love that Calithra literally just stopped doing that, and then Step comes down and is like, okay, but me though.
But me.
Okay, but who got you there? For real. Who got you to the fire?
I put
Like,
you
who
here.
dropped you off? Like, that was all
Right.
me. Like,
Well, y'all was in the passenger side. Let's be real.
I mean, yeah, but she's not to the point where she's gonna like be like, no, we're doing it this way. I think it's more like she'll be like, oh, really? So that's what you're gonna do? All right.
Ooh, backseat Blue Jay. All right.
We'll see how that goes for
I'm
today.
anticipating some fireworks. I'm about it. So yeah, you guys just fought some spiders and realized that Calithra can summon fireballs out of the sky, and is maybe a little differently sociopathic than she was before. Because last time you were definitely like, "Oh, I've already died. I have
Yeah.
nothing to lose," and that was a little
Oh, God.
terrifying.
And now she's
Okay.
just like, by fire be purged.
Yeah.
Because she also used to say that with Loth as well, like taste the fires of Loth, and it never really worked out well. And now it's like taste the fire of Avant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Avant, yeah.
So yeah, you guys are on your way to Portsmouth. I think Zisa in this case, I feel as though what happened was that Alizarin and Zisa probably had a little conversation about how you guys deserve a break. And I think Zisa was like, you know what? We really do. I'm gonna go check on Ogre.
Aww.
That's
Okay.
That totally
So-
makes sense.
That's where she is. She went to go get an update on Ogre and make sure that Ogre is okay. And we get a
Have
little
some
smash.
friendship kumbaya time.
Where Zisa's like talking to him really fast and like, oh my god, we went and did this and this got set on fire, and he's like, oh, that's exciting.
My other recipe.
So
So
did
that's what they're doing.
did Winifred stay with us or go with her?
I think Winifred went with her too. They went on a little friend trip to do some Babysitters Club stuff with Ogre. You're
Maybe
not.
like a retreat. Like, would you call it a retreat, Tris?
Oh god, they went on retreat. Yes, yeah, they're doing building exercises with all the snakes and Uncle Al.
Uncle Al.
Zisa this whole time has been trying to make friends, and she wants to savor all of her new friendships.
I feel like cut to Uncle Al and the ogre in the background playing like patty cake. Just
Yeah. Uncle Al is like, I have tiny dinosaur hands.
Oh my god.
So that's what's going on in the background.
That's great.
Currently, though, you see a familiar grassy-headed gnome in the distance, and they seem to be scoping you out.
Who sees her in the distance?
Probably you would, Elorian. You're the most perceptive.
I'm also very short, so
Yeah, I see something off in the distance, and I send Whitney over to Whitney over. I don't know why I want to keep calling my owl Winnie. Well,
Winifred?
yeah, it's Winifred because Zisa keeps calling Winifred Winnie, so I keep wanting to call Whitney Winnie. Anyway,
Yeah.
I send Whitney to fly over closer overhead to see who it is, and then obviously she sees it at Step, and I'm like, oh my God, Step, hey!
and Steph just doesn't even speed up. She's just like very like, is this what kind of like ground is this? Just like plain?
It's mountainous. Actually.
Okay, well she trudges stubbornly with her tiny little legs towards and does not speed up. And if Whitney tries to get too close to her head, she's probably gonna whack at her and be like, "Get off of me!"
Oh yeah, Whitney totally dives. Like not dive bombs her, like not like in her face, but like gets down closer to her and like flies around. Like not in her personal space, but playfully circles
Well, Whitney
her.
wasn't around last time I was here because you guys were in a dungeon. So I'm just like, what is this part?
It's fine. She's fine. She's cool. Whitney's cool.
I heard that you've all done a lot of work since last we met. Hello again, and hello for the first time. Who is this? Who are these two people? I only know Lorian.
Oh, that's true. So this is Alizarin.
Hi.
Hello.
She had been taken on a religious vision quest when we first
My
met.
fellow gnomes told me about her sudden appearance in our city. That was very frightening.
Oh, sorry.
I am to understand it was not your fault, so I forgive you.
Oh, thanks. You seem nice.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really
And-
blame Avance. She does what she wants.
Yeah, she
And the other person you actually know.
I would know if I've met you before.
Calithra, come on forward.
I,
And she remembers that, Calithra was the drow that she almost murdered, and she's like, this is not Calithra.
you of all people should know that our eyes can deceive us, but yes, this is me. I've found the light of Avance. I am reborn.
And she senses a little a little bit of the resistance in you, and she says, well, it is good to see that you have seen the light. However, literally, that is. I have come to meet you from Portsmouth, where I've heard that you were heading. So perhaps we should continue with their discussions of what you've been up to on the way there. And she like twirls her little gnome sorcerer's robe, and then her hair is sticking straight up, and she just twirls around and goes off. But I mean, obviously she's not walking very fast, so
Yeah, I feel like even if she had her full pitter pate going on, I could just take extra long steps to keep up with you.
yeah.
And
for
I,
sure.
I do so, and I start going on about what happened the last time. If anybody
who-
wants to fill in any details.
Was it literally Avance who resurrected you?
Yes. it
That is
was-
so interesting that a goddess would take such personal attention to someone that did not actually, worship her.
I'm confused about it as well. My friends plead for my life. She saw fit to answer. Why she brought me back and why I'm here, I don't know. What was my purpose? My entire service was to Loth. I loved her with all of my heart. And she abandoned me, and now I'm here under the eyes of a loving goddess who cares. It's completely conflicting with everything that I am. I don't know what to do. And
Well-
Lorian won't stop staring at me.
I have to say
as
that
I
your
brush out my beautiful blonde hair.
And when your hair flutters back down, it reveals Lorian's face over your shoulder.
I have to say that your appearance is much more pleasant than it was before. So I can see why he might be looking. And she looks back down and
I look down at her, the idea of what she's trying to communicate to me just going completely over Calithra's head. I think Alorian is staring at me because I'm literally no longer a drow and he can't get over that. The idea of being pretty is just
Oh my god, I just had a movie image in my head of when Calithra got her groove back. It's the worst. But we can move on.
Okay, so I suppose that we're just walking towards Portsmouth and you guys are filling me in on everything that's happened with Avance and stuff
And
like that.
yeah, and then also asking you how is Portsmouth itself? How's the state of the town? Is there any resistance? Any groups that are putting up any sort of fight? That kind of
Wow.
thing.
So
How is
you would know, Step, that Portsmouth has been under siege for some time. Their eastern flank has been relieved because the party went to the temple and shut down Kiriansuli's forces there.
Okay.
But across the channel, the insectoid demon forces of Curiosity have been they've blockaded the port, and a lot of the trade that Portsmouth relies on from the human territories across the channel has been shut down.
Mhm.
So there's a bit of like things are dire, but they're not yet.
It's not yet overrun, as it were.
Yeah.
All right, so I say that. I say what she said. That's what I say. Yeah, Steph is pretty much like, yeah. Curiosity's forces are ever pressing and ever dangerous, and Portsmouth is bearing the brunt of it. We must help them.
Naja, would I know of any way to get into the city?
Any sneaky way, you mean?
Of course.
Of course.
We can't
Lorian
pass
doesn't
the
just
gate
use the
anymore.
front door.
It's fair. You probably would know of some smuggling routes at that.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly
I can probably give you some information too, because that was like the only town I had access to. So I went there with my monk buddies.
between the two of you, you could probably come up with a more covert way to get into Portsmouth. Most of the smuggling routes are unfortunately through the port because
Right.
smuggling. But Alizarin is used to coming from the Temple of Levant. So I think between the two of you, if you put your heads together, you would be able to know of like a secret like sewer entrance.
My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Ignore that.
Or
Did Step happen to mention also? I'll ask you if Step mentioned this.
Yes.
Did she mention if there was any sort of group gathered as kind of a
Yes.
something other than people that are captives?
So there's a militia of sorts, but the core of this militia is a mercenary guild. The very mercenary guild that Winifred belongs to.
Oh snap!
Ew.
Yes, they used to be headquartered in Whitebridge, but that went to shit. So now they're the ones that escaped are in Portsmouth,
All right.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
and they've been holding it down.
But they need our help because obviously we're like the only people that can possibly help them, right?
They are not PCs as much as they try.
Although I would not turn my back to Winifred when she's angry, so.
Also true.
No.
All right, so we all go up to Portsmouth, I'm assuming?
I think we head west. Keep heading west from where we are towards Portsmouth.
All right, roll me. Whoever's leading, roll me a D8 plus a D12.
I am allowing Stepped to take the lead.
Okay. You guys have to like hold back your like speed for me because I'm
Yeah,
tiny.
that's fine.
So a D8
I
Nice leisurely walk to Portsmouth.
I'm enjoying the stroll.
Yeah.
Okay, so D8 plus a D12.
Mm-hmm.
I purposefully slink to the rear of the group for science reasons.
For science reasons.
Yeah.
I don't
He's trying to look at that booty, let's be real.
booty, booty, booty.
For science.
Everywhere.
Every time you turn around, Lorian is just looking at you.
Can I have your number?
Every step you take, every move you make. Touching
I
you.
was thinking every other city we go. Every other city, yo. Let's see, a 10. Okay.
I love the sound of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Interesting. Yeah.
So you guys move into the foothills. Holy moly, how do I do this to myself? You move into the foothills, and you see some winged shapes
Oh
circling
shit biscuits.
in the distance.
Shit.
So those winged shapes, I'm assuming from my character's perspective, weren't here when I passed through. So I would suggest that we examine them before we just like get on up there.
How far away are they?
Probably like 60 to 80 feet. They haven't noticed you yet.
Okay, so can we gauge, with them being that far away, how large they are if they were nearer?
Do
Give
you not have
me.
a bird?
It's
I do.
not. They're not. Well, they're flying. Give me a perception check, and I'll tell you what you can see.
I'll let Whitney fly up. Not close, not forward, but just up to get to their same, like, elevation, I suppose. Let's see. Perception, you said? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whitney, perceive for me. Whitney is distracted by Calithra as well.
Whitney's like, why
I'm
do you keep
actually a
telling me
Disney
to look at her butt? Why do you keep telling me to do this? I don't like this game.
Whitney's like, those are flying things. All right.
She
Yeah.
does say that they are bright red and reflecting light in a way that feathers wouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
And what is the how many can we see?
Wait a minute.
3.
We can see 3. Okay.
I don't want to look at her butt anymore. Stop it.
Well, whatever we do, we must get from here to Portsmouth. And these creatures could be just going somewhere as well.
If you
I-
bring your bird here, I can give it the blessings of Avant, and perhaps it can try again to see.
Yeah, no, I just don't know if
Oh wait, because the perception check was already
rules
done.
wise, yeah, the
Yeah.
the same creature
I
can
mean,
make the same check.
I don't think that I would want to attempt to perceive, but could another party member be like, oh, yeah, let me see what I can see?
I'll give you a nature check
A nature check?
to recognize these creatures.
I would like to cast guidance on her before she takes a look.
Okay.
See with
I
the
will-
eyes of Avant, and I just kind of do I have to touch you? No, it's vocal and semantic, so I can just cast it, and there's nothing you can really do
Right.
about it anyways. So
And I'm like,
Worm.
yo, it's super weird that you're all being a cleric and shit, because before you were not as great. But I'll take it. I'm really happy. So what is it? A D4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, 17.
So
Oh, nice. 17.
and I
These
feel
are.
the blessings of Avant.
You do. You feel. You start to think about it, and then you feel this warm flash of like fire, and it reminds you immediately what these are. They are red dragon wyrmlings.
And I say, well, let's GTFO, kids. I know of these creatures, and I take back what I said before.
I
These are red dragon wyrmlings.
these
Can
are
I-
creatures of great evil, and you said that I wasn't effective as a cleric before, and I understand that. It's because I was speaking lies of a goddess that only was able to hold malice and hatred in her heart. But now I have the blessings of Avant upon me. It is my duty to make sure that people are protected and taken into the light as well. We cannot just simply allow these creatures to escape. They'll do so much harm to a land that is already festering in disease.
Actually, what happens in Calithra's brain is Avant is like, get this shit out of my goddamn mountains, if you please.
Can I make a kind of like a
My goddess is talking to me on the regular. Yo.
can I make a history
Also, I have been instructed by Avant to take care of this.
All right, well then go take care of it.
Can I as a high elf that grew up around like that grew up with super mystical types of fairy tales and knowledge of, because high elves are pretty close to the same kind of magic that dragons are, I would imagine. Can I make a history check to try to remember being told how dangerous dragons are of this particular younger age?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can do that.
History. Where is history? Oh. Calithra is so pretty.
She is really good
But
looking.
that booty, though. That booty dangerous. That's like CR12 at least.
It's like every now and then I want to be like staring up into the sky and just like,
And the sun
and
sparkles.
then like look over and then you're so close to me. Where did you come from?
Lauren's like, the back of your head is ridiculous.
Damn.
Oh, man.
But yeah, you're like, you remember fighting the blue one a while ago, and you remember that it was a little shit.
Yeah.
That's,
Right.
That's all you remember.
So it looks to be about the same age as that one.
Yes, it's definitely the same age.
I think it's fine. We're fine.
This is
I know of these creatures, and I think that we can totally wreck them. So let's do this. And I like.
What's the terrain?
you were in the foothills, so it's kind of the same terrain where you fought that goblin posse before.
Any trees?
There's some. As a matter of fact, do you want to look at them?
I mean, do we have a map?
I was gonna say, just because I'm all nice and stuff doesn't mean I'm any less stupid. I would like to still maintain a little bit of my Calithraism. I'd like to cast Thaumaturgy, if possible, and use my voice booming up to 3 times as loud as normal for
Oh, God.
1 minute and say, ugly
By fire be
wyrmlings,
purged.
ugly wyrmlings,
wait.
come taste the fires of Avant, and make sure that I just stress the word worm instead of worm. Ugly worms, come taste the fires of Avant.
Okay, while she does that, can I cast my armor? I don't want to get
Yes.
I'm a
I don't
stealth.
You guys are like, oh
I'm-
yeah, we can do this. It'll be totally fine. And the Calithra is like, come get wrecked.
I'm like, oh shit, and I like cover
Yeah.
myself in
And
frost.
I
Hey,
dive.
good, we're good. Okay, let's do this. Yo, come
It's
in.
like frost.
You know, yeah, do you know in the morning when the grass has like frost on it? Like that is my hair and my entire body now.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Yes. So I get some temp hit points. All right.
That is your stealth.
Alorian dives behind the tree, and as soon as she just like,
Trumpets a challenge to the skies. I'm pretty sure that's what
Yeah.
just happened.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
pretty much is what I heard.
So it sounds like
Like I'm gonna be the one that's gonna get eaten and killed again this season. Yeah, it was nice playing with you guys as the new Calithra.
swear to God, if you die again, Avanta's gonna be so pissed.
Oh, so do I not
then
have a,
then you will get turned into a gnome.
I know, right?
Do I not have a token to do my?
Oh, right. There's no Zisa. There's.
Oh.
Hold on, sorry.
I just need to initiative, and I don't think I can.
Yeah.
for the token.
Forgot to swap out my business.
Zisa's a druid and can cast Call Lightning, so she probably could reach us from where she is. Because Call
That's
Lightning.
all true. That's the range from that.
I mean, I think I have a message as a cantrip, so I message Zisa, and I'm like, could you summon a lightning cloud right here in the center?
Right.
And she's like, oh yeah, sure. Her aim
Where's
might be
one?
little, but
Hold on. Give me.
Dragons be
Actually,
blinded? They totally can, right? Yeah.
Maybe.
they can be. So whilst I do this, we're about due for a break anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I can get all of this set up.
Team, we're gonna go to break real quick. So we take one on the hour, two breaks during the show, one at 7 and 1 at 8. So we'll be right back. Why can I not speak tonight? We will be right back. I haven't had anything to drink.
maybe you should go get a drink.
Maybe
I
that's
was
the
gonna
problem.
say. That could be
Yeah.
a problem.
We'll be right back. See you soon.
Yes, bye.
Yes, bye.
Bye.
We leave. We be back.